Ahi Mari, I've Epifano. Welcome, Whangaparaoa College Week 2, and it's an afternoon. I think this is one of the first times we've done an afternoon Kōrero, so I hope everyone started well. We at Whangaparaoa College have been on a real tear as we've opened up borders and as we start celebrating the opportunity for internationals to be arriving with us very, very soon. We are super excited to today have our amazing international manager, Maria. Maria, welcome to our to the web podcast. Really appreciate it. How's your day going?
Thanks, Jason. Oh, no, really good. Thanks. Yeah, beautiful day here in Auckland. That always helps.
I guess, first of all, I suppose the last sort of couple of weeks in particular have been really refreshing, starting to be able to communicate with people, work through visas and people arriving in our school. Has that created some excitement?
Yeah, definitely. So it's going back to what we used to do. It feels like what we used to do a couple of years ago, and it's all starting to feel a little bit new again. But no, it's nice to be in touch with students who are thinking of coming here, agents who have got students lined up for us and starting to receive applications. It's really nice.
And it feels like we're starting to hit the ground running too. There's a number of both students and long-term students and groups that are looking to arrive, basically from the start of July. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So we're getting group inquiries regularly, and we've got, we've got our cohort 4 students who are well down the track with that process. Some have applied for their visas already, and some have just had their nominations awarded. So it's all progressing really well.
Awesome. And what do you think? Do you think the Whangaparaoa College community is going to be really happy and excited by these students and teachers coming back into our community?
Definitely. I've had lots of teachers ask me what's the latest with international students, but of course, because of course they know that the borders are open, so there's lots of interest from the teaching staff around. We've had lots of positive feedback from host families as we've approached them again to see if they're interested in hosting our students when they arrive. So yeah, it's really positive.
Awesome. And I guess it's probably a really good time to have a little bit of a chat about what you actually do. International manager at Whangaparaoa College, what sort of is the basis of your job, and what sort of skills do you bring, and what will students see from you or agents see from you in terms of your job?
I guess probably the main part of my job is just receiving those applications first off. I'm the person that sees them first. So I always get to see the types of students that we're going to have, where they're from, what they're interested in, why they're coming to New Zealand. So I guess I know them probably a little bit better than everyone else once they arrive. I'm more familiar with them, and I always look forward to meeting them when they arrive, because of course you just see it all on paper. So it's good to meet students in the flesh.
That is I hadn't thought about it like that before, but you've mentioned a really cool thing. Like, yeah, you do learn so much about someone, and then suddenly when they arrive, you see them in front of you. That must be a really cool sort of feeling.
Yeah, it is. And I'm always really pleased to meet them. They often, excuse me, don't even know who I am, but I know who they are first.
Yeah.
But no, it's really exciting to see them arrive, and and after a little bit of time, you can see their English improve. They make friends, they experience new things, and and then at the end of it, you're sad to see them go and wave them goodbye. And so there's all that stuff from day one to the last day that we as a team get to observe, and it's really nice.
Yeah, and I guess in my view, one of the really strong things that you deliver is expertise around visas and understanding the process and things like that. Has much changed between pre-COVID and now?
No, very little's changed really. I guess for our cohort students, that process has changed a wee bit, but that's not going to last long. Things are going to go back to normal later in the year. So no, it's not too different. And if students arrive, would like to stay longer, I can help them with that next visa. It's, that's all part of the service, and that's what we like to provide, good service to the students once they arrive, and their agents and their families, of course.
Awesome. Well, Maria, it's been great to chat, and we're almost finished. You'll be happy to know. I guess one of the things we always ask our guests is, what's one thing, if you were to give some wisdom to a student who's thinking about coming to Whangaparoa College, or just thinking of coming overseas, what piece of wisdom would you say is the most important thing to think about?
I think students need to, before they even, or while they're considering that at home, they need to think about and be prepared for the differences they're going to find when they arrive in New Zealand. Because I know that a lot of countries around the world, that we're all human, we're all kind of the same, we all live in similar societies, but there's going to be some differences. And I think when you arrive, you need to be prepared, and you need to have an open mind. And be ready to try new things, because, some of the things you're going to experience here are going to be really great.
Kino pai. I tautoko that. I agree with that. It is. We are all a little bit different, and in many ways, that's why we're doing the international student environment, isn't it? Because you are looking for some sort of change, some adaptation, or some different stimuli that you're looking at. And so it is embracing that change, embracing that challenge, but also recognizing that sometimes will be tough, and sometimes it'll be challenging, and sometimes even a little bit confronting, because it is different from whatever home is like. And we are, as you say, all relatively similar, but we all have our cultural differences. And so, again, Miss, thank you so much. Ngā mihi nui. I really appreciate the kōrero today, and I know that all the international students are looked after so well by all of the international staff, including you, as they start to arrive. And again, thank you so much.
Kia ora.
Ka kite.
Yep, ka kite.